My guests today are the reason why we do this show. The Hybrid Soul with Kelly Kinkaid is your destination for music and culture discovery. I had the pleasure of meeting them in New Orleans at Essence Fest. And since that time, I have seen them grow and just be the superstars that they always were meant to be. I even had a chance to have them sing a cappella for me. And I'm so appreciative of that. And I wanted to catch up with them and hear all the number one songs and all the things that they're doing now. So, welcome to the show, Century. And today I'm speaking with Leo.
Hey,
How are you today?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I say thank you for returning to the show.
Thank
Um,
you for having us.
and I think that it's so amazing just watching you all grow because when we met, you guys were just starting out. And since that time, just the number one hits of Only Human
No,
and just
oh yeah.
touring all over the world. How is this moment for you and the guys?
It's actually just really been a really big blessing just to see the your work come to fruition. Just
Hmm.
actually see the time that we put in working, being in the studio, writing songs, doing this, that, the productions, photo shoots, videos, back again to the studio, traveling here, going to the airport, doing this. Just seeing your work come to fruition has been the best part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any special moments just during this pocket of time that's like a goosebump moment?
You know what? I I I don't say I can particularly put one, but I've got one recent that's really kind of weird. And I'll put that out. This actually just happened. When was that? Thursday.
Hmm.
So um, I was at one of my one of my young son's baseball game. Right, he plays baseball, so we're hanging out. So we're talking after the game, and forgive me, and I mean this in no judgmental form. The coach is white.
Uh-huh.
Coach is white. So we're walking off, and he's like, "Man, Leo, he did such a good job." And I'm like, "Thanks, coach." And he's like, "We're only human." I didn't say nothing to him. I mean, and they I know they don't listen to this type of music. So I
Right.
was like, I kind of was like, okay. And then he was like, "Yeah, man, hopefully I'm with him forever." And I was like, "Oh, I've been caught." He says, "Yeah, man, we knew about it. We just didn't want to see it." He's like, "My wife was like, his dad sings in this R&B group." And I'm just like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" So it's just the fact that the song is reaching so many different genres and reaching so many different people.
Hmm.
That's kind of been the goosebump moment to me.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah. That is a goosebump moment. Because I'm sure forming this group, and I want to give some backstory for people who are, just getting on board, being Century fans. You guys are from
welcome. Y'all come
Houston.
on to the
Yes.
R&B Nation. Let's go.
Yes, then.
SENTURY.
I love your all story. And just when I think about when the group was formed and you guys were just doing, please listen, when you put out Say That, did you
Say
expect
that, say
okay?
that. Yeah, you got my mind twisting and turning. So let me tell you a little backstory. We got a little time now. So we initially the group has been together for a minute. So we initially got signed to a major record label, had a big management deal and everything like that. But a lot of people don't know that the music industry has had its ups and downs here in the last, I would say, 10 plus years. So the A&R and the team that signed us, half of them got let go and half of them went to different labels and this and that. We kind of got caught in that whirlwind, and we kind of just sat there for a while. And we were
Mhm.
still doing shows and doing that and living regular life and just going about our century business. But it just came to the point to where I felt like we were really stagnant. I felt like we were really stagnant. And I just was like, you know what? So I kind of went to the management. I was like, hey, look, everything is going good on this end, but man, we just sitting here. You know, it's cool when you go shoot hoop at Chris Brown's house, and then the next day you back at the house. So it's like, man, what's going on with this? So I just asked God to give me the vision. I said, God, give me the team and give me the monetary and just give me the right vision to put this thing together. So I just asked to be released out the contract, and we had to deal with the attorneys and this and that. And everything I asked for, it has not been a one-step journey. It's been a bunch of hills and hurdles and mountains and ups and downs and lows and highs. And we're doing our thing. Everything has come together. So what I tell people by social media, and I'm not trying to get on here and preach, you only see the good part. People
Hmm.
ain't putting the bad part out there. People ain't putting when they ups and downs and things like that. So we've been there. We've been there,
Yeah.
done it, and we still in progression. We still moving.
Yeah, yeah. What I love that you have God in it. I sometimes wonder how people do it without
Whew.
him.
They do it with God. They just don't know who pulling the strings
Whew, okay.
in the name. Yeah, they do it with him. They just don't know who pulling the strings.
Yeah. And I wanted to, I love, because I was going to ask you, when was it a time that it felt heavy and you wondered, should I keep on as a group? Should we keep on pursuing this?
You know what? I want to give a shout out to my brothers, CJ, Rico, and AJ.
Yeah.
Really, you've met us before, so
Yes.
I can't. We're really genuinely down with each other, and I've been around some groups. I've been around, and I won't put anybody's business out. That's not
Hmm.
for me to talk about. But I've seen dissension. I know what dissension looks like. I know when there's a snake in the grass. I know when there's someone trying to divide and conquer. I've seen that. So we've been a part of that, and I thank God that we've been able to step over that and move past that. I mean, because we've
Yeah.
had some people on the team that we've had to let go. That's just business. And we've had some
Yeah.
great people on the team that in life there's just different levels, and they took us to a certain level, and we had to move on to the next person to take us to the next level. So that's just business. It don't matter where
Yeah.
you work at, whatever
Yeah.
you do for a living, it's just levels to everything that you do.
Yeah. When we talk about this music, I have to go back to, you all did the cover of Only Human. Jeffrey
Right.
Osborne, number one hit, still popping.
Number one on Billboard. Yes.
Yo, y'all gave it,
Boy, I took a lot of slack for that. Boy, CJ cussed me out all in the studio. What is this crap, Leo?
how do you all decide who does what? Like who sings this and who sings that? How do y'all decide that?
I think, well, I don't think I know. I always try to come with the humble aspect behind anything because there's so much nonsense we're dealing with on the TV, as you know.
Yes.
Whew, let us pray. Um, God has given us multiple talents to each person. And
Hmm.
I would say I am the producer. I am the Quincy Jones of the group. I'm the Quincy Jones of the group. I was given the skill set to be able to write, produce, and the visionary to hear what's going on. And
Hmm.
everybody like CJ or Rico. I mean, Rico has some of the most amazing tone. His range is he can sing bass or he can sing top tier tenor. So we all have different skill sets, but I'm the producer of the group, and I just
Yeah.
hear it like as I'm doing I'm writing the follow up right now to forever that's out. I'm actually just touching it up, but I hear it. And I honestly don't know. At this point, I would say it's experience, but it has a lot to do with just, God giving me the talent and growing up in church and understanding vocals, understanding notes, understanding texture, understanding vocal production. Because it ain't just about getting on there talking about woo, 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 rah, 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 rah. You got to
Mm.
tell a story. A
Right.
lot of people don't understand that. There's a story of love that we're telling.
Yeah. When you all,
So,
what was the conversation and decision of we're going to do our version of Only Human?
So to be honest, my mother is a really big Jeffrey Osborne
Yeah.
fan. And I remember her picking me up and we riding around and just riding, listening to her playing. I'm like, who are these people? You know what I'm saying? Boy, you don't know about no music. But growing up in church, We
Yeah,
understood, and you couldn't touch your parents' radio. You couldn't
that's
touch the
right.
radio. On Sundays, we listened to nothing but gospel at my house.
Right,
Zero,
right,
nothing. It's gospel from 7 a.m. till the next day. That's just how
right,
it rolls. So
right.
my parents were Jeffrey Osborne fans, and they loved him. And I just got the vision, and I actually got inspired by somebody that was on our team that is no longer on the team. Well, can't kind of barked at me about this, and I was like, you know what? I know what we're gonna do. And I actually was actually in the studio. One of my friends, Christian Davis, he produces for Bruno Mars and a few people like that. And I actually got to sit into the studio with him when he was producing some of their music. And they were doing like Love Train and things like that. And I was like, wow. I was like, that's hold up, let me. So I
Yeah.
kicked around a few records and when I was in the studio, and that one stuck with me. And then dealing with some personal stuff like that, and I wanted it to have a story behind it. So I got in the studio, did some demo vocals, and took it to the group. CJ cussed me out. Man, I ain't never even heard that song. I mean, and he's very chill. Man, what is this mess, Leo? So I said, bro, just trust me on this. All right, Leo, we gonna sing it. So, they
Wow.
trust me. We recorded it. Went back in. I listened to it for a few weeks. Went back in, put the icing on the cake, and I sent it over to my promotions team. And they're like, Leo, let me call you right back. Literally, I sent it to the promotions team. They're like, yo, let me call you back. I'm like, what's up? What's up? What's going on? So they sent it over to a few big wigs in radio. I ain't gonna put their name out there. And they're like, yo, when is the single drop?
Yeah.
So we put the play together, put it together, packaged it up, shot the video, put the song out, and 9 months later, #1 on Billboard.
Okay. Pow. Okay.
Mm.
Have you all been able to cross paths with Jeffrey Osborne or even and the other writer Barry
Yeah,
Easton
Barry
yet?
Eastman, very at 100%. So I get a email one day in my inbox, and I'm looking like, who is this?
Right.
Literally reached out to us, was like, fellas, y'all killed the song. Like, thank you so much for embodying it. Because a lot of times when you're doing a remake, people want to, I'm not going to say do their thing, which is cool, but you have to stick to the script with some songs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, there's some artists like Jeffrey Osborne is a vocal titan. You can't get on there with the nonsense. You can't get on there because the song's not going to resonate. You got
Right.
to get on there and do it justice vocally.
Right.
So they reached out. They were like, we love it. Like, man, y'all did the song justice, and that was it for me. That was like, wow, like these guys are doing this before we were even born, and it's like, man, it made us feel really good. So yeah, it was a good situation.
Amazing. Let's talk about Forever. I love the song.
Thank you so much.
You all as contributors to R&B music,
Right.
choosing the songs, like how do you all what's the conversation when you all are building Leo Quincy Jones? What is that?
Oh, well, you know
How do
what?
you all
I ain't gonna
develop?
say all that. I just said I look. I ain't gonna say all that. Cute. Woo, man, that's hard. You know, I got one hit. I got one #1. He got about 100.
when we speak when we speak about Quincy Jones, even before you answer that, the legend Quincy Jones, um, he's to even call him out. Who is Quincy Jones? What does he mean to you?
So much.
Yeah,
Not just the legend, legacy, the beginning,
yeah,
pioneer, pioneer. Not gatekeeper, gate opener,
mm,
teacher, mentor.
mm-hmm,
I never was able, I was in a room with him. I was not able to meet him because there was a bunch of people at the event I was at. And it was a quick passing, like, hey, shaking everybody's hands and things of that nature. We never got to have like a personal conversation, but just being in the room with him and being able to just feel the presence. You got to remember, this guy's worked with Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder. I mean, you don't even have to. I don't have to say
everybody,
any more names. I don't even have to say any more names.
everybody. Mm-hmm.
So It's just the presence. And my thing is what I do. I do a lot of studying. I sit back. I listen to people. I sit back and I watch the Teddy Rileys. I watch the Brian Cox. I watch everybody that actually produces real R&B music. Jermaine Dupri's. I sit back and I watch these people. Troy Taylor. And I'm like, okay, I see what they're doing. So not saying it's an emulation. I kind of just go to school and I build my own sound to what Century is capable of doing vocally.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. I love that. This song forever, climbing up the charts, touching your
Yeah,
fans, touching
yeah.
the
Been out three
R&B
weeks.
lovers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Touching our,
Number
what was the
one added
concept?
song in the country this week. Number one added song in the country this week. I will say that. Thank you to the man upstairs. Well, so what I'm doing, I guess I'll let the cat out the bag. I'm writing a love story. It's part of a love story.
Hmm.
So I've got you're gonna see the same couple, my girl Kelly and my man Platinum vibes in the same it's a love story. So I'm actually I would say it's kind of like a short story movie with the
Hmm.
soundtrack behind it. They're in love. You know, the many facets of love. Like some of the songs are gonna talk about breaking up. Some of the songs are gonna talk about when we first met, like Say That. Some of the songs are gonna talk about trials and tribulations. Some of the songs like Forever, you know what? I've made my mind. I want you forever. We're going to talk about this engagement. So it's just a love story that I'm writing. As the
Yeah.
more songs come out, you'll be able to understand it. I ain't going to put everything out right now. We're in a little negotiation right now. So,
I
you know, I
love that.
can't say everything.
How, touring and touching your fans, how is that experience for you guys just through all this hard work that you guys are
Man,
putting in your
you know
fans?
what? That is probably the most fulfilling part. Don't get me wrong. I love the studio. I love being in the studio, but it's just four or five of us in the studio. It's our engineer, Bruce Bangs, and just the group. We don't have like 100 people in the studio. We come in there and take care of business. So we just got back from Atlanta the other day doing some music festivals. It just was wonderful seeing the people's reaction to the music. When you hear people say, "Man, I miss that music. Man, I like the feel. I love how you guys sing." It's like, okay, cool. Because as you're doing the music, you got to remember there's hundreds of thousands of songs loaded up every day. And just
Hmm.
the fact that people are resonating to your music, that tells you that you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
So it's been
Yeah.
wonderful. Like, well, I love it.
Yeah. What's been the fun part for you?
You know what? Seeing our dream come to fruition, seeing the hard work that we put in come to fruition, and just seeing a
Hmm.
smile on my group members' faces because we're traveling here, going here. Me and CJ were talking about it earlier because we have a calendar that we work off of. It's like, man, we're oh yeah, we were there last week. So just doing that. But every time we hit the stage, we give it 100%. It don't matter if it's two people in there or 2,000 people or 200,000. You get in Century regardless.
Yeah.
So
I love that. Being from Houston, all that great talent coming from there. What does it
right.
mean being from Houston and as an artist and a native, that
You know
representation?
what? I feel so blessed to be just acknowledged by my city. I mean, I want to give a shout out to our home station, Magic 102, Yanni Rude, and the rest of the crew, JQ. I mean, they have been 100% supportive of our journey,
Hmm.
100% supportive. And it's just been a blessing to be embraced by your city. I mean, we're in a city of 8 million people. So just the fact that people embracing you. I mean, because we've got Beyonce, we've got the Rap a Lot family, we've got the Mike Jones, we've got the Zeros, we've got, I mean, Slim Thugs, the Paul Wilds, Chameleonaire, we've got H Town, we've got Ideal. I can go on and on about how many people we have here just to be
Yeah.
in in that number and be embraced, to be a part of that brotherhood. It's a really good thing. And I'm just happy to represent for the city, just to put out something good for the city.
Yeah. Yeah. You all have been putting out these hits. Are we building up for a full project for 2026?
100%. Yes, yes. The album will drop next year. we're a little negotiations right now, so we'll have to
Yeah.
talk back on our next time up. You know how that is. They don't want you
Yeah.
talking. Yeah.
How is it when you guys are putting these songs together though? It's a strategy, you know,
It is 100%.
putting out these singles, the anxiety of when are we putting out this, you know, was that something coming from you all? Where did you all where have you guys educated yourself, you know, in this game? Because you can't just be an artist. You got to be a businessman.
Well, it's about listening to your fans. So
Hmm.
what I try to tell people is it's not about finding your lane. It's about finding what works for you. And
Hmm.
what we do is love music. People like I have. That's why we've had to, get certain different people on the team like that. Oh, Leo, y'all need to do this. Y'all need to do, bro. That does not work. When I know what works in my community, I know what works when I'm served. When I go to a soul food restaurant, I'm looking for oxtail. I'm looking for smothered pork chops. I'm looking for candy yams. I'm looking for cabbage. When I go to a soul food restaurant, I'm not looking for Grey Poupon. I'm not looking for a turkey sandwich. I'm not looking for lasagna. Okay. I'm not looking for that. I'm
Right.
not looking for Chinese food at the soul food restaurant. When I go to the soul food restaurant, I need to be fed.
Hmm.
I'm looking for the oxtails. I'm looking for the
Hmm.
smothered gravy. I'm looking for the banana pudding. So that's kind of what we do. We're serving our R&B community, the R&B nation. Oh, Leo, if you do this, no, bro, that does not work. We've tried that, been there, done that. I was telling the A&R the other day. I said, no, we're not gonna do that. That does not work. That's a gimmick. Y'all have tried that with 100 people, and you will not try that with Century. And he was
Hmm.
like, you know what, Leo? I said, go look at it. I said, you got to take care of your fan base, man. These are the
Hmm.
people that is going to be with us for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And
Yeah.
we got to take care of these people. So that's us. We're R&B based.
Yeah.
Whatever it is after that, you know, we're not just like a quick fad in and out. So we're going to keep doing R&B. I don't care who don't like
Who are you? Century is one of one, but when we look
it.
at the
Right.
quartets throughout the R&B history, who are some groups that you all kind of have liked, have grown up liking, and maybe model yourself just as you know, modeled yourself like.
You know what's funny? Um, I had a meeting the other day with a guy. He said, Leo, y'all like a dancing Jodeci. y'all like a dancing Jodeci. Of course, Boys to Men, Jodeci, New Edition, H Town, Silk, 112, Jagged Edge, all the greats from the Motown era. Any group,
Yeah.
everybody's got something that they can add to us. So I love all the groups that came before us. I pay homage to them.
Yeah. I love that. And the legacy of Century, the vision for the future, what is that?
The legacy for Century is to consistently drop good love R&B music. But understand this, there's many facets. Like I've got up-tempo R&B. We've got the mid-tempo love songs. We've got the slow love song. Like Forever's kind of like that mid-tempo, almost kind of slow. So my legacy is just going to be dropping consistent R&B music.
Yeah. Period. That's one of those drop the mic
Yeah,
answers.
and
I
it
love,
has to
love
be
that.
at a certain bar too, though. Like what
Yeah.
you'll notice, if you listen to our music, it's a certain standard that we put it out. If it
Hmm.
doesn't meet all the requirements, I'm not dropping it. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm not dropping it. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do my fans like that because they're listening for that signature sound.
Hmm.
When you cut Forever on the first 15 seconds of Forever, you know it's us,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
with the harmonies and the ad libs.
Yeah. I love that. I have to add this too, because what I noticed, I see the evolution of the group because not only with touring and putting out the music, you guys have opened up merchandising. How
Right,
did
right.
you add that on? Yeah.
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, this is not the rap. This is not the rap or the music or the jumping. This is the music business. So it
Hmm.
is a business. As much as I love to sing and rap, dance and all the other stuff, there's a business side. And that's something for the fans too. I mean, when the fans come out, they want to have a Century t-shirt on. They want to have a Century this, a Century that. So it's just a part of business. It's just evolution. because you got to
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so happy that you have returned back to the Hybrid Soul. We definitely support you. We're loving to see the
Likewise.
growth. And, we're looking forward to seeing you out in a city near wherever, a city where I can fly out and see you do your thing.
Absolutely.
Um, and I'm just looking forward to hearing more of this love story that's building with your music,
It's
you
coming.
know? Yes, yes. My guest today is Leo of the one and only Century, and it's the R&B that we love to hear more and more. It's the Hybrid Soul with Kelly Kinkaid, your destination for music and culture discovery. Until next time.